November 10th, 2013. Well, Georgia was here today, and we had a little football Sunday. She comes about once a month, and we just kick back and have snacks and more snacks, and watch a lot of football. Actually, we made some homemade cinnamon rolls. Gordon found a recipe in one of his little booklets, how to make easy overnight dough, and then the next morning we rolled it out and added cinnamon and brown sugar and rolled it up and baked them, and they turned out pretty good. The oven was a little bit too hot, so it kind of toasted a few of them. But overall, I made a couple of dozen of them, and we had a few, and she took some home, and we had a couple left over. Also did some ribs. I already turned off the grill, so there's no more grilling this year. But I was able to throw them in the oven, and then about 4 o'clock we had a nice rib dinner. Cut up some potatoes and had some garlic potatoes in the oven too. So that was pretty good. For our snacks, we just had. She brought a big loaf of fresh bread, and we sliced it up. Had that with ribs as well, but she bought some type of cheese, and she wrote down the name, but it's a name that I never heard of or pronounce. But it was some type of cheese spread, and you spread that over the cheese, so we got little bread slices and that little cheese spread on it, and then had the little ambassador, what do they call them? Little Smokies. Delicious. So little Smokies. She had some chips and dip. She brought some crab dip. And then some type of special picante or some type of chips. Spicy, not really spicy, but not just your average potato chip. It was some type of dipping chip. So overall, good. Plenty of food to go around. Nice games. Games were tight. I think everybody lost out on that one. There was just a lot of upsets, but a lot of close games. I mean, even the one was just won by 1 point, so it was pretty tight. A couple of them went into overtime. Actually, one playing right now. The New Orleans one, but I think they're walking away with that one. Dallas is losing. Last I checked, it was like 28-10. We did tell her that she's invited to the Elton John concert, because I got two sets of tickets. Bought them at different times. Got a good deal on one set. They're both in the upper level, but second row in one section, which is pretty diagonal from the stage, which I thought were pretty good. I think there's like 130 for both of those, 135. So those very, very reasonable. And then the next set, I could just keep watching, and they popped up. Someone couldn't go and run over to Maple Grove and snatch those up, and those were even a better deal. I think I paid less than 100. I think it was like 85. So about $42, $43 each. So overall, I paid less for the 4 tickets than I did for the 2 tickets to the Eagles concert. So we had an extra ticket, and she set her schedule open for not this Friday, but the following Friday is the concert. And I took off half a day. I figured we should go. We still owe TJ a birthday dinner. He picked out a restaurant. The one that he likes is is it Japanese? They have good. Let's see, what is it he likes? There's a certain type of dish that he likes, that he knows that David Wong is the restaurant there in Bloomington. They took him out there before. I missed that dinner, but he really liked it, so he wanted to go again. and it's been a couple of years. We missed last year, and this year we'll go. So I took extra time off work on a Friday, and I even took Saturday off the next day, so I don't have to worry about having to get up and trudge off to work, so I can really go out and enjoy myself. I've been putting on a lot of overtime, and sometimes you have to, as my motto is, you work hard, but you play hard. So looking forward to that, and that's going to be in a couple of weeks here. Going pretty quick. Putting in 6 days a week, and 1 day off, which is football day. And Gordon's has a lot of computer work. He's been having to pick up a computer here and there, and keeping busy. And so what's going on? November 10th. Oh, I'm gonna play a song. He was talking about songs. He was talking about the Elton John, and because Georgia's been to a lot of concerts. She said, I've been to a lot of concerts, and she's naming them off, and I was going, yeah, I've been to that one, that one, that. I was going back and forth, and one of the ones that she hasn't seen is Elton John, so she's looking forward to that. She's her and her girlfriends, I think she said, is going. The Little River Band is playing the Banana Ballroom, which is a small little venue west of town here. And she got invited to that, Little River Band. I remember them. I'll have to look up and maybe play a tune tomorrow. But she's going to that this Friday, and the following Friday, Elton John. So she's got the agenda all booked up. She keeps busy. She really does, and it's looking good. She's very active. She's even dancing around today. Her spine surgery went real well, and she's back to full strength, back to what we know as Georgia. But we was talking about songs, Elton John songs, and we mentioned Your Song by Elton John. She couldn't think of it offhand, and looked it up, and then we played it for her, or she played it for herself. So a little history about the song. I'm jumping ahead of myself here. The song came out in 1970. It was written in 1969. And him and his partner, Bernie Taupin, prolific songwriters, both of them. Taupin would write the lyrics, and Elton John would put the music to the words. And they said that they knocked this one out in about 30 minutes, which is amazing. And he was saying in his notes here that Taupin I wrote up the lyrics over breakfast. This is when they were living together in a small flat, and then later on that afternoon, Elton John put down the music for it. It was off his second self-titled album. I don't know what the hell the first one was called, but the second one was called Elton John. But it was actually on the B side of Take Me to the Pilot. When I talked about the Live in Australia concert where he did with the full orchestra, there was had a mention in there that the guy who did the orchestra arrangement in the song for Take Me to the Pilot and Elton John, a couple of songs on that album, is the ones that he did in that live from Australia. And I remember Take Me to the Pilot. That was pretty catchy. But Your Song, as they put it, the radio disc jockeys preferred that over Take Me to the Pilot. So it hit in the top 10. I think it was like 8 in the UK, and it hit top 7 here in the States. And it was his first really big hit. And it's definitely one that he will play in concert. It is got very good reviews. I think it went into, let's see what they say, in 2007. I think it was inducted into the Musical Hall of Fame as one of the all-time top 500 songs of all times. Ranks up like 124th or something like that, as I just found out. But your song is very emotional. Talks about I could give you something if I can give you anything, and I don't have a lot of money, but if I write a song and give it to you, this is your song. So it's very good. Elton John, 1970, your song. Remember? Okay.